And when they draw near to Jerusalem, and came into Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, then Jesus dispatches 2 disciples, saying to them, "Go into the village facing you, and immediately you will be finding an ass bound, and a colt with her. Loosing them, lead them to me. And if anyone should be saying anything to you, you shall be declaring that the Lord has need of them. Now straightway he will be dispatching them. Now the whole of this has occurred, that may be fulfilled which is declared through the prophet, saying, Say to the daughter of Zion, Lo, your king is coming to you, meek, and mounted on an ass, and on a colt, the foal of a yoke beast." Now the disciples, going and doing according as Jesus arranges with them, led the ass and the colt, and placed garments on them, and he is seated upon them. Now most of the throng strew their own garments in the road, yet others chopped boughs from the trees and strewed them in the road. Now the throngs, preceding and following him, cried, saying, Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed be he who is coming in the name of the Lord! Hosanna among the highest! And at his entering into Jerusalem, the entire city is aquake, saying, Who is this? Yet the throngs said, This is the prophet Jesus, from Nazareth of Galilee. And Jesus entered into the sanctuary, and cast out all those selling and buying in the sanctuary. And the tables of the brokers he overturns, and the seats of those selling doves. And he is saying to them, It is written, My house, a house of prayer, shall be called, yet you are making it a burglar's cave. And the blind and lame came to him in the sanctuary, and he cures them. Now the chief priests and the scribes perceiving the marvels which he does, and the boys crying in the sanctuary, and saying, Hosanna to the Son of David, resent it, and say to him, Are you hearing what these are saying? Yet Jesus is saying to them, Yes. Did you never read that out of the mouth of minors and sucklings you do attune praise? And leaving them, he came out of the city into Bethany, and is camped out there. Now in the morning, leading them back into the city, he hungers. And perceiving one fig tree on the roadside, he came to it, and found nothing on it except leaves only. And he is saying to it, No longer, by any means, may fruit be coming of you for the aeon. And withered instantly is the fig tree. And perceiving it, the disciples marvel, saying, How instantly withered is the fig tree! Now answering, Jesus said to them, Verily I am saying to you, if you should be having faith, and not be doubting, not only that to the fig tree will you be doing, but if you should be saying to this mountain also, Be picked up and cast into the sea, it will be occurring. And all whatsoever you should be requesting in prayer, believing, you shall be getting. And at his coming into the sanctuary, the chief priests and the elders of the people came to him while he was teaching, saying, By what authority are you doing these things? And who gives you this authority? Now answering, Jesus said to them, I also shall ask you one word, which, if you should be telling me, I also shall be declaring to you by what authority I am doing these things. The baptism of John. From where was it? Of heaven or of men? Now they reasoned with themselves, saying, If we should be saying of heaven, he will be declaring to us, why then do you not believe him? Yet if we should be saying of men, we are fearing the throng, for all are having John as a prophet. And answering Jesus, they said, We are not aware. He also averred to them, Neither am I telling you by what authority I am doing these things. Now what are you supposing? A man had 2 children, and coming to the first he said, Child, go today work in my vineyard. Yet he, answering, said, I do not want to. Yet subsequently, regretting it, he went forth. Now coming to the second, he said similarly. Now he, answering, said, I go, Lord. And he went not forth. Which of the 2 does the will of the Father? They are saying, the first. Jesus is saying to them, Verily, I am saying to you that the tribute collectors and the prostitutes are preceding you into the kingdom of God. For John came to you on the road of righteousness, and you do not believe him. Yet the tribute collectors and the prostitutes believe him. Now you, perceiving it, did not even regret subsequently, so as to believe him. Another parable here. A man who was a householder plants a vineyard and places a stone dike about it, and excavates a trough in it, and builds a tower, and leased it to farmers, and travels. Now when the season of the fruit draws near, he dispatches his slaves to the farmers to be getting his fruits. And the farmers, taking his slaves, indeed, lash one, yet kill one, yet pelt one with stones. Again he dispatches other slaves, more than the first, and they do to them similarly. Yet subsequently he dispatches to them his son, saying, They will be respecting my son. Yet the farmers, perceiving the son, said among themselves, This is the enjoyer of the allotment. Hither, we should be killing him, and have the enjoyment of his allotment. And taking him, they cast him out of the vineyard and kill him. Whenever, then, the Lord of the vineyard may be coming, what will he be doing to those farmers? They are saying to him, Evil men. Evilly will he be destroying them, and the vineyard will he be leasing to other farmers, who will be rendering the fruits to him in their seasons. Jesus is saying to them, Did you never read in the Scriptures, the stone which is rejected by the builders, this came to be for the head of the corner? From the Lord came this, and it is marvelous in our eyes? Therefore am I saying to you that the kingdom of God shall be taken away from you, and shall be given to a nation producing its fruits. And he who is falling on this stone shall be shattered. Yet on whomever it should be falling, it will be scattering him like chaff. And the chief priests and the Pharisees, hearing his parables, know that he is saying this concerning them. And seeking to hold him, they were afraid of the throngs, since they had him for a prophet. Matthew chapter 21.